Okay, before the video begins, I just want to clear something out. Some of you are going to see my avatar and be like, oh my god, he copied Young Donny Source God's art style. Well, yes, I actually did use one of his art styles from an old video, but I'm just taking his own advice. I remember he said,
character, an avatar to represent yourself in your videos. Now, naturally, you may be thinking that you should take some time to really craft a unique and original character. Unfortunately, you could not be more couldn't be more wrong. Here's what you do. Listen, go find another YouTube animator, preferably someone really big. I'm talking about millions of subscribers big, and just straight up rip that nigga off.
yeah, so just wanted to clear that out before the video begins.
Yo, what's good fam? Welcome to my channel. Since this is my first video, I'm just going to introduce myself real quick. My name is Stello, I'm from Nigeria and I'm a student of the University of Benin, aka Uniben. Well, now you know too much. Let's get to the story. You see, growing up with Nigerian parents meant that I could get beaten for every little thing. Like, I could leave a pen on the table after using it and not like cover it or keep it in the right place, and my mother could legit slap me. I swear to God. So this instilled some sort of discipline and maturity in me. Like, most people would see me outside all quiet and calm and collected, and they would ask my mom like, how do you do it? It's so mature, it's so calm. And she would just be smiling and laughing. Nigga, the truth is, I was afraid. Like, for instance, if I had to choose between death by firing squad or having to face my mother at home after she has given me the eye in public, you know, the eye, that look, I'm pretty sure all black mothers can do this. That look when they give you, you are misbehaving in public. They don't say anything, they just look at you, but they have already passed the message across. You know, the look that says,
Foolish child, you could have taken another course of action, but I see you have chosen death.
you know, that look. I will choose the firing squad. I swear to God, I'm not exaggerating or anything. I'm just saying the truth. I'm saying shit as this. Like, I will choose the firing squad. Take me to the firing squad. Let me die like Pablo. At least I know the death will be quick. Maybe not painless, but it would be better than having to face my mother. Anyway, because of this fear, I had to act like an angelic, innocent child, which I was, but naturally, I would get to the age where I would start making what people call bad decisions. Now, I knew the consequence of these actions, but like, YOLO. Do people still use YOLO? Anyway, this is the story of the first time I got high from food. Now, everyone has a magic brownie story these days, but mine was magic pasta. Before this story, I had experimented with magic in food a few times, but I never really got high from it. Like, I would feel I took something, but I never got floated. Now, it's Saturday morning. My roommate, who we call Sanjay, cooks noodles and he puts magic in it. He cooks Indomie. That's what he cooks, Indomie noodles. Anyway, he puts magic in it. Now, I'm broke. Well, I was broke. I still sort of am. And that's not important right now. Anyway, I was broke, which meant I was hungry. And he says I can join him. And being the glutton that I am, well, I eat most of the food. Don't blame me. It's just my nature. It's how I am. It's who I am. Fast forward a few minutes and Sanjay is looking at me with this enchanted look on his face like, guy, how far you dey feel I don't dey feel and I'm like, guy, I beg, I know they feel anything, Joe. And to be honest, I was a bit disappointed. Anyway, it was my best friend's birthday. His name is Osas, and we happened to have plans to meet up with the boys at the sports complex for a little workout before going back to his room to celebrate. So he hits me up and he's like, guy, where are you? And I'm like, I'm in my room. It's like, we've been waiting for you at the sports complex for like 30 minutes. I'm like, oh shit, I actually forgot. I'm on my way now. It's like, alright, so we're waiting. Then I head to the sports complex to meet the others where they are waiting for me. And Osas is like, okay, here's how it is. We already finished working out without you, so you're going to have to do yours alone. Nothing too extreme, just 100 push-ups and we can leave. It shouldn't be too hard for you. And I was like, well, of course, now it's not just 100 push-ups. I do more normally. Back then I used to work out a lot. It's not like now I've become lazy. I think I'll start working out again. Back to the story. So I'm doing push-ups and I still don't feel a thing. I get to around 40 push-ups, then it hits me. It hit me like a train. I just pushed up once and I didn't come back down. Like I started floating. No, kind of like Neo when he's flying in slow motion in the Matrix. Everything just slowed down and I started floating. Now all this happened mid push-up, so I'm still on the ground and I'm like, Osas, and he's like, what? Why are my hands? Guy, what are you saying? Why are my hands? Your hands are there. I can't feel my hands. They want to know what happens next. He kicks me. This bastard that I call my best friend kicks me. He kicks me. The way Lionel Messi would kick a ball, he just like straight up kicks me. Then I fall back to it. I'm about to start quarreling before realizing, wait, I can feel my hands. And I'm like, thank you, man. Thank you. Then I'm just there lying on the floor higher than a kite. Now, I remember a few distinct feelings from being under the spell of magic. The first was that time slowed down. Now, I don't mean just my sense of time. That was actually very slow. The remaining, I think, 5 minutes we spent there felt like forever. But I mean visually, it was like everyone else was a normal human being and I was the Flash. Like they all just slowed down and I was a speedster moving at super speed. Then I could also see things in like frames. I think things had after images. If something were to pass in front of me, I would still be able to see it for like 5 extra seconds, but like in different frames. Then the next feeling I remember is that my senses were hyper stimulated. I could feel the molecules in the air on my skin. I could taste the atoms on my tongue. I could hear everything, and I mean everything. The heartbeats of the people around me, I could hear all of it. The birds in the sky, every single thing. I felt like Superman. Then my sense of sight were also super stimulated. I could see sound waves. Like if someone talks, I would see the waves coming out of their mouth. I swear to God, I am not making this up. I'm pretty sure if I had focused hard enough, I would have probably gotten X-ray vision. I swear, I felt like I was in a Travis Scott music video. It was like I was a cartoon. Yeah, that's about it. The others noticed how high I was and the soldiers that would leave. But then one of them's like, okay, what are we going to do with the highest in the room over there? As soon as he says that, I burst into laughter. I forced myself to try to control it, but I couldn't. I was just there laughing like if I was like, highest in the room. Then Osas like, okay, he'll try to get me as far or as close to my home as he can because they stay on campus in school hostels and I stayed at BDPA off campus. Side note, I have no idea what BDPA means. Osas gets me to the highway in front of our school and he's like, can you cross? And I'm like, yes. Are you sure? If you die, I'll send it at your burial. And I'm like, guy, what the fuck? You, I can cross, I'm fine. Then he's like, okay, oh. Then he leaves. Now, I stand there and I begin to panic and I'm actually thinking, what if I do get hit by like a truck and I die? But now that I think back on it, worrying about this made no sense because there was a pedestrian bridge, a literal stone throw away from me. Like, I could have easily used that, but I wasn't thinking straight. Fast forward a few minutes, I see someone I know, I follow him across. Then I'm following this nigga for like 30 minutes before realizing I'm going the wrong way. Now I have to find my way home. This is where it gets weird because I was teleporting and time skipping. I swear to God, I am not making this up. All I had to do was close my eyes. I would blink and I would be somewhere else a few minutes into the future. I swear to God, that is how it was. I am not making this up. It was trippy as f***. Like, I would blink, think, then I'd be there. How I got home that day, I do not know. I know I spent about 30 minutes thereabouts teleporting all over BDPA. Sanjay says I just walked into the room, crashed on the bed, mumbling gibberish, and slept for the rest of the day. I woke up that evening, went into school to meet Osas, withdrew some cash, spent it all on food, then went back home to sleep till the next day. Moral: don't do magic. It's crazy stuff.
Okay, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to be posting videos maybe once every week or every 2 weeks. Making these animations without any actual equipment is really difficult, but I'll be posting different types of videos. Animated stories like this. There will definitely be music, skits, and reaction videos. Yeah, so like, comment, subscribe. Bye. Wait, one more thing. If you are my friend, you watch this without liking or subscribing or sharing and helping the channel grow, I will find you and I will shave your head. Bye.